All right, good morning. Wednesday, January 14th. This is a sort of pre-market rundown. So yesterday was a decent session, sort of back to basics with our trading, which was good. And we want to continue that today. So if we go back to yesterday, we had that sell-off, which we were trading part of that, and then mid-morning the market hit this hourly support, which I can show you the hourly chart. So we came down, we hit this hourly support from Monday, and made a really big rally to all-time highs. And then the US session opened at these all-time highs, and then we sold back into the range, and then we spent the rest of the afternoon and evening within yesterday morning's range. Overnight, we've not really moved very far, so we're opening lower than we opened yesterday, but we're still opening within touching distance of all-time highs. So we are bullish if we can break above this overnight range. So within this green box here, we'd be looking for long positions. If we can break yesterday's low, then we'd be looking for shorts back into last week's highs. So last week's highs are down here at 25,285. So if we break below, we've maybe got about 75 points of downside before we hit major support. If we can break above, we've got maybe 80 points, 75, 80 points to the long side before we hit major resistance. So that's what we're looking at this morning. So it's quite a simple layout. If the market sits within the overnight range, then we likely won't be making any trades. But I do have a couple of entry models which I'm very, very confident in for trading the range. I'm just going to take you through my trading model. So I've spent really the last 7 trading days, so the first 7 trading days of this year, chopping and changing, trying to figure out exactly what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep from everything I learned in the previous month. Really, I did a lot of learning in December into early January, which was great, enjoyable, but more knowledge can also give you less clarity, and I've definitely experienced that. So I've updated my system or my rules, whatever you want to call it. So we've got the so our breakout retest is the key thing here, which we don't need to go through this because we've been through this before, but I also have a method of trading reversals as well. So if I go back to Monday, so 15-minute chart, this is one of my entry models. So when the market is trading within the overnight range, but we have a clear bias, which was a long bias on this day because we were in that very strong uptrend, we do a buy below prior bar low off of the second 15-minute candle, which is school run, and this is heavily back tested, and I've been through the previous month of trading when the market's been fairly range bound, and it's got a very good success rate. So I plan on actually starting to trade that when the market is within this overnight range, and there is a second entry model that I've got, but I will leave that until I actually make a trade with it. It'll be easier to just show you after I've made the trade. But basically, we are predominantly trading breakout retests because that's what I'm good at. It's what's made us really profitable in the last few months of 2025. It's really simple. But when the market is within the overnight range, we don't get breakout retests because the market isn't breaking out. And really what I've done the last few weeks is try to figure out, how can I make trades, profitable trades, when the market isn't breaking out? Because I don't want to be limited to only one type of market condition to make money. Because if we have a prolonged period of range-bound market conditions, then I don't want to be completely screwed. So that's really what the last month has been about, and it has affected my trading a little bit. But we're coming out the other end of that now with more clarity behind what to do. So everything is sort of far more set in stone now. Far less changes are going to be made going forward, because I want to find some real stability and profitability. Because with our FTMO challenge, despite yesterday being another profitable day, the gross losses were still bigger than the net gains. We'll go through this probably at the end of the week. But yeah, I'll be back at lunchtime with a rundown of how the session went. So hopefully it'll be a good one.